We're live. Welcome everybody to this week's Azure and AI show. With me today is Amy Diamond, Microsoft
Hello.
MVP in the SharePoint space. And Amy, congratulations once again on hitting over 1 million hits on your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Great,
Thank you.
great, great achievement. And
Thank you.
Frank Falvey here, and I'm a Microsoft MVP in the M365 Copilot category. And Amy is going to do some demos there on Copilot Agent and some other new stuff. And if we have got some time, then I will cover some of the new stuff in the Microsoft adoption Copilot space and some exciting stuff there. So, Amy, I'll let you share your screen there. So,
Yeah. I'm just checking currently the YouTube. I don't see any video. What could be the reason? Let me see. Open in
yeah, I
StreamYard.
can see it here on my end anyway that you are.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So thank you, Frank. And I'll start. Let me just get to the screen I need. Where are we? Yeah. So um, let me share my screen. Just a second. Um, okay. Um,
So when you click into it, you see one part entire screen, and then click on the screen.
yes, that's the found the trick.
Yeah,
Um,
see it there now.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, do you see my screen?
yeah, I see your Google there is opened.
Yeah, I actually want this screen. Do you see
Yeah,
the Copilot screen?
yeah, see the Copilot screen. Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to show you this week is actually a new way of creating a video. Up until now, we had the visual creator, which if you did not have it, you could add it through all agents. We're talking about the new interface. If you don't have the new interface, then it's totally changed because the chat is here and the search. There's no app launcher, but here under built by Microsoft, you have the Visual Creator, and actually you could create either an image or a video. But Microsoft just announced in the message center and in the roadmap that it's going to be deprecated, and actually there's a an app here called Create. And what we will see here is actually you could create an image, you can create a poster, and one of them is to create a video. Now, this screen is split into two. The first part is just creating a blank or from scratch video. And the bottom part is creating a video based on our presentation. So let's take the first scenario. I can take any of these scenarios. I can fill in the text. And actually, if I want to adjust everything, I can say create a video um, about Copilot, and best use. Oops, Copilot. Let's make it simple. Yeah, the more I give description, it will give me better things. As you can see here, I can also attach PowerPoint, but I don't want in this stage. All I do is click on Create, and then we see a 5-step process that it goes through the prompt. It chooses a tone. It chooses, makes chapters, applies all kinds of things. At the end, you will see a video. If I click on it, can you hear the voice also?
I can't hear any sound, Amy.
You can't hear any sound. Let me just share again and see if I can fix that issue. Share, entire screen, and entire. Now it should work. So I'm clicking on play.
Copilot brings the power of
Can hear it.
guidance directly into your everyday
Turn it
tool.
up a little bit louder.
Task simpler and boosting product.
So as you can hear, it created also video, also audio, and it could write also text. So this is based on the prompt I gave it, and I can do additional adjustments. So it made a minute and a half of a video based on the prompt. As I said, the more I make specifications, it will make it more specific to my needs. I can choose to adjust the style and tone. Yes, I can choose if it will be a female or masculine or neutral voice. I can choose if there will be any background music. Currently, it's set to not. Let's set it like that, and it gives me the version history. So in this case, maybe I'll change it to this. The voice, I said it will be neutral. And if I click here, create a draft, now it will regenerate a video based on the prompt and based on the adjustments we did. As you can see here, we're in step 3 out of 5. And at the end, if I'm happy with the result, what I can do is here, let's play it again.
Imagine having a partner that guides you through tasks, sparks creative ideas, and makes your day smoother every single day. That's the promise of Copilot, an AI assistant designed to empower you to achieve more than ever.
So as you saw here, it added some music and also changed the voice. The whole beauty of this is that we have this edit in Clipchamp, which is Clipchamp is actually a program where we can edit the video. Now it will present all of the resources that it created the video. As you can see, some are audio, some are text to AI, and all of this I can now add and change all kinds of things. If I go, for instance, to this text here, so there's text to speech, and here I can change either the language or the voice of the speaker. So I can say, instead of Fabio, I can use Ada or something like that. I can do lots of adjustments. You probably know it. You can add some text, some music, some stock videos, and transitions. You can do lots of things. And if you're happy, all you need to do is just to export it. You can download it or store it in OneDrive or download to the computer. You can choose the quality. If you want it 4K, 1080 or 70. So you can export it. Okay, but this is actually the first part that we saw, that it was created by a prompt only. The second possibility is it says, okay, let's use a PowerPoint. So I can choose one of these that it remembered last, but I'll click on Scratch. And now I can search for PowerPoint that I have. I will look for a PowerPoint that I got from Microsoft with the latest changes of Copilot in May. And I'll just say create a video from this presentation. Okay. Now what it will do, it will actually take the presentation, try to interpret or to understand what the presentation is doing. And actually, when you go through the slides, it will visually, audioly explain what it sees or what it understands from the presentation. So you will see how it is. So let's just give it a second. Actually, this presentation has 50 slides, so
Okay, could take.
no,
take-
but it's actually quite fast,
Yeah.
But let's just give it a second.
And how
And-
many minutes would it normally give you? Would it vary on the size of the file you upload to it?
Well, this is actually a big presentation. So look, this
Okay.
it give me 12 minutes. Okay, now let's see
Okay.
what
Welcome to What's New in Microsoft 365 Copilot. This presentation covers updates as of June 3rd, 2025. Please note, all information is current as of June 5th, 2025. For additional resources, check the appendix slides. This presentation highlights updates selected for their relevance to document has sensitivity labels and a DLP rule. Chatting is unavailable for such documents. DLP checks also prevent
So it's actually trying to understand what's in the presentation and actually reading it to you. And here, let's
clarify sections and interact hands-free. This rolled out for Word on Web and Windows in May.
So the same thing you can. What's that? Sorry.
No, just Dan is after joining us.
Sorry.
Here.
Okay, so
Hey, Ami.
actually, hi. So actually, once this is created, and I told you it's probably 50 slides, and it did it quite fast.
Yeah.
Now I can choose the style and tone, the voice, the music. I can edit it in the clip jump. I can do the changes I want, and actually I'm good to go. So this is quite cool, and I recommend you to test it. Last thing I want to show you actually here is if we go to the create, then under more, we now have this infographic. So I wasn't sure exactly what was an infographic. So I just looked in the examples, and I see lots of examples which are quite cool, and I don't think I could do it by myself. So I'm taking this example, as you can see here, and actually I will just fill out the things. So an infographic that reads, I will say, let's say OneDrive, OneDrive. This is just the title versus SharePoint. Okay, so I want it to compare, and then it says show the difference between. So I'll just say SharePoint and OneDrive. And here I can list the things actually I wanted to compare. So it will be complexity, goals, behavior. I will add here, let's say, best practice. Now, if I don't want to work like this, I can actually just adjust it here. As you saw, it's possible also to attach a file. Okay, so instead of typing. And now when I will generate it, it will give me multiple possibilities to adjust. It's important to say that I can choose before generating the size and the type. There's different types of infographics. So if you just look here, there's the comparison, there's a timeline, and there's a goal and list. let me go back. Now, I'll choose this and click on edit. Now, it brought the information based on, if I gave a file, it would give the information from the file. If not, it will take it from the internet. And I can see here a comparison between SharePoint and OneDrive. Actually, I don't see here what is what. So I want to go back, and this looks even more makes sense. So I see here the OneDrive and SharePoint, and for each one I see the criteria, and actually I can adjust it here. Okay, I can type here as if it's a PowerPoint. So I can do all of the changes, change the text, change the font, the size, everything. And this would take probably in PowerPoint would take forever. Yeah, half an hour or an hour. Now, what I can do is actually to export it either as a PNG or JPEG, which is an image. I can export it as a PDF. I can export it as an MP4. I don't know why I would do it, but as a PowerPoint, this would make more sense, because what will happen is I can actually open it in PowerPoint, and now I can add it to my slide deck. I can still edit it and do anything I want. So this is amazing. So it's not just a picture that you use the tool, and you don't need to use any Canva or something. This is something that actually gives you it in a very nice way, that you are flexible to do what you want. As you saw here, there's possibilities also to use timelines and gold list, and you can create your own brand color. I think you can also use one if a company has created a brand, then you might be able to use it. If not, then you can create your own brand kit. And this is it. So I highly recommend. And by the way, it was hidden. It was under the more here. The last thing I want to show you is this is the Create that looks with a Copilot license. If I compare this to a Create which does not have a Copilot license, you will see actually that it gives you something totally different. Here you can create a document, a presentation, and you have here the templates. So it's just like you go into any of the Word, Excel homepage, you would see some templates, and you can choose it by all kinds of things. But actually it gives some cool things, yes, but it's not as powerful as the Copilot license paid one. So this is how it looks without the license, and with the license it looks like this, where you have much more things. And this is what I wanted to show you. So hopefully
That's pretty amazing stuff, Amy. To be honest, I think those two things with the videos and the demographic one, I'd say I'll be using those going forward.
Wow, okay, thanks.
Thanks for showing that. Hi, Dan. How are
Hi,
you?
Dan. Like your hat.
Hey guys, I have somebody I want to introduce you to here.
Okay.
This is Malik.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
How are you doing?
He's a computer science major over in
NC State University.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a rising senior,
my hair.
and I'm a full stack intern right now at a startup over here in Raleigh.
Okay, cool.
So we're visiting North Carolina, and we found another great person to nominate for the Microsoft Learning Student Ambassador Program.
Okay,
So
cool.
Good luck.
I'd
Good
bring him
luck.
on here. Charity's here with me.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
How you doing,
Hello.
Charity?
Supposed to be in
Hello.
How are
Nigeria.
you? Very
Hi
good.
from Israel.
Yes. He's from Israel and Frank's from Cork, Ireland.
Wonderful.
So
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, gentlemen.
Nice to meet you.
we're all around the world today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yes. Look forward to joining you guys online. We're trying to catch our flight, so we'll see you soon.
Okay, cool.
That's fine.
Thanks for dropping
Thank
by.
you.
Hi, everybody.
Very good. Okay, cool. So, I mean, they were definitely very good. New stuff, the video stuff as well. Like it's
The
amazing.
issue is that things are coming out and then they're all of a sudden being deprecated. If you remember, there was an action once in with Copilot where you could do all kinds of actions and then it was deprecated. And what we replaced it is actually the possibility to schedule a prompt. For some people, they wouldn't even notice that. But for people that are following, then you see one and then it goes away. And then, I actually thought that creating the video would be just as a source from the PowerPoint. But here it doesn't take the content of the PowerPoint and creates a video. It keeps it as a slideshow and it just reads out or tries to understand what the context is. And but that might be, instead of you could take this video and listen to it on your phone or when you're driving instead of so if you just got a presentation, and you don't have time to go through it, you could just convert it to a video and then just listen to it on the way as an audio, if you can rely on what Copilot is doing.
But I wonder, is there an option in there that you can actually use your own voice over the video?
No, what you can do is once you open it in Clipchamp, you can choose the voice, and you can choose many types of voices. So you have a list of, I don't know, probably 10, 20.
Yeah, I'd imagine there is some way to do it.
Yeah, probably you need multiple
You'll have to train it.
tools and things, but
Yeah, no, it's very good. Like can you imagine the amount of time that would save somebody now to make a video of 51 PowerPoint clips? It's just
slides.
51 slides. It's astronomical. You'd be working on it for a week, I'd say.
Yeah, but I feel it might be monotonic, like just reading it and not doing some pausing or if it's just a computer, like just a machine talking. I mean, it has a voice of a woman, but although we saw that if you go to OneDrive and say make a audio file, you can either make it like a podcast where two people discuss about the file, and it makes it more lively than just reading it as a.
Yeah, definitely. Like we'd say if you were running a kind of a morning kind of slot where you had a couple of different speakers and they had slides and stuff, and one of them missed their flight or something like that, and you could just tell them, can you email on your slides, and you could make a video of it.
I would use it not to present in front of people. I would use it for internal work. So you got a presentation and you, instead of reading it, so it reads it out to you, but not for to replace a live presentation that you give out.
Yeah.
But that's my feeling. But
Yeah.
anyone can use it how they want.
Okay, so look, I'll share my screen there about the adoption, Microsoft adoption. So this, I'll put the actual link in the chat as well, because this website is just full of all information about the AI agents and Copilot Studio and Microsoft AI Foundry, and even the Copilot chat. There's stuff in there you will see. So I'll put a link into the chat if anybody wants to go to this website. It's just full of amazing stuff. They even give you full PowerPoint presentations on stuff as well. Just 2 seconds there. I'll just post it in the chat if anybody wants to go to see it. So it's adoption.microsoft.com. Brilliant resources. And
You could also maybe put it as a banner below.
Yeah, I could put it on a banner below as well. Paste. So it should be coming up now. Yeah. So there it is there, adoption.microsoft.com. And I'm going to share my screen and we'll see some of the stuff on it. You see my screen there, Amy? You see that screen there, Amy? Amy, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Okay. So when you go on to the Microsoft adoption, you've got loads of different tabs up in the top, different roles. If you're an IT professional, you could click into it and you view the website from that. Or if you just want to pick whatever product you want, you can see all the new stuff here. Microsoft Copilot Studio gives you the new stuff, and the security up here. So you can just go along all the tabs up the top, and there's kind of self-explanatory. Lots of resources here. So even kind of where you can go for training.
Too many, from my perspective.
Too many, yeah. Good luck. But I'm just going to scroll down the page here, and you can see the different sections here. Business user champion. You can just go into those. But we're kind of looking at Copilot 365 here. This particular one is what we're on. But it's got loads of links to all this other stuff like Microsoft M365, Microsoft Planner, Teams. So whichever SharePoint here, Amy, I suppose this would be your area.
Yeah, this one and Teams. And by the way, you notice in the Planner, if you have the premium one, there's also a new agent. Maybe next time I'll try to present how it works. So you will have an agent that you can also ask them to create tasks and also to manage it. But That's if you have the premium one, but maybe next time I'll try to prepare some information. But yeah, let's just go back to
Yeah. So that's the planner. You'll do that going forward, so that'd be great. This Microsoft adoption score, I'm not sure what that is about, but if you go into it, lots of resources in here. You can see technology experiences and that.
I think this is in the admin center where you can actually see how you adopted all of the applications. So how much did you use each one of those? But yeah.
Okay, some great tools. So as I say, the other ones there, people know what OneDrive, Microsoft Security, Microsoft Dynamics 365, which is the big one, and Power Platform as well. So when you go into these expand out into bigger areas. But the one we're kind of focusing on is the Microsoft 365 Copilot. So we'll just go into that one. And it breaks it down then into kind of three areas. You got the Microsoft 365 Copilot chat, which is the free version on your browser. And then you got the paid one there. As Amy said, you got a lot more with this particular one, the Microsoft 365 Copilot. And then you got the other one over here where you've got the AI agents. When you go into this one, then it breaks it down into the AI agent hub. And then the new one, that's the big buzz around the Azure AI Foundry. But we'll kind of stick on the Copilot Studio now because that's what we're kind of focusing on. So
do you know what the AI hub means?
The AI, we go back to that one.
What is that?
We'll just click into
is that
I think maybe that's where all the agents, you know, the way there was 14. We have it here now. Do you see it?
Oh, you mean the agent builder? That's actually the ones that you can create through the chat, actually.
Yeah, so you can actually it here is giving you all the resources for them. It's giving
I think the agent hub is actually the ones the 1.1, and then we have the Copilot Studio, and then we have the AI Foundry.
Yeah, so like it's giving you all the different things, like, you know, the kits, the overview guide. See this particular one here? Yeah. I have that opened here. So they give you they'll give you this is it here, I think. That's the HR one, sorry. They'll give you a full PowerPoint
based on
yeah, so they give you a whole
industry sometimes.
Yeah, they give you full PowerPoint presentation. You can see here there's 41 slides. Yeah, so if we start the slideshow, we'll just show you. It's needs to download the file. So this website is full of PowerPoint presentations that are just incredible, full of information. As you can see now, this one has 41 slides. And if I do slideshow, and we'll just do a quick kind of overview of it, you can see agent overview guide, and the slides are fully done. They're broken down into all sections: Copilot Studio, Agent Builder, SharePoint, Copilot Studio. I went through this a few weeks ago, but this is just kind of it's full PowerPoint presentation done, very professional, and if you had to go make this up yourself, 41 slides, you're going to be there a long time. So that's kind of some of the stuff that's on the adoption.microsoft website. I'll just go back to it here now. So that was this one here. So there's other stuff here as well too. You got the agent kits. So you can just download this stuff here, and it gives you more stuff. Like that was that guide, IT controls. These are all PowerPoint presentations. If you want to download these ones, there's some demo videos as well, and now they're after actually adding different languages into it as well.
Yeah.
Which is great. So this every week I go into this website. It's there's new stuff on it all the time, and you can actually download the whole kit here under this tab to get you going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was over here on this one. This was the AI Foundry. We were at the hub. So click into this one here again, bring it back to where we want. So like if you want to do more, a lot of people are talking about governance and security. So they put together an ebook to download for people to understand, because the last live session I gave, most of the questions people are asking, can I use Copilot, with my company data and stuff like that. So a lot of questions will be answered here inside this governance and security ebook. We'll just download it and we'll have a quick kind of overview of it. So the overview is saying the purpose of this guide is to offer Copilot agents, admins, and Copilot CEO leads and other related stakeholders a concise governance and security guide for managing Copilot agents across their enterprise. It also aims to highlight the critical areas that should be considered in governance, security, and monitoring the agents. So as you can see, it kind of brings out the project life cycle overview there. When you're building stuff, monitoring and launching and testing. It's kind of giving you a guide how to set up your project and, have stakeholders and compliance and regulations. So they kind of put two inside here, like the GDPR one is for Europe, and then I think the HIPAA one, I think, is the health information protection. I think that's the one in America. So they kind of pointing at different areas. Key objectives and business scenario for data protection. So it's given a lot of information. Architecture and design. So this website is just full of knowledge. Even it comes down here, one of your slides earlier talking about data loss protection or prevention. So to keep your data safe. So that's a nice little handbook. There's a lot to go through here in this particular talk, but people can just go on the website and download a PDF. So yeah, that's inside in the governance and security section. The other part then is the different scenarios. So you can see it's kind of broke it down into different areas, like popular ones like customer services, sales, marketing, finance, and legal and IT. And it gives you a link to each one then, like if you want to customer intent agent. So if you click into that one, It just gives you all the information about that particular, how to set it up and that.
Yeah, this one is, yeah, maybe.
Probably one of the more popular ones, I'd say. So
If you look at the link, it doesn't give you much information besides text.
yeah.
You
With
know,
this
it's
one here, this other one, then the document and compliance agent, if we click into this one, that kind of gives you the whole
yes,
kind of scenario where you can actually download the guide. And it gives you the Copilot Studio agent then below. It's kind of telling you the steps. So if we actually download this one, we take a quick look at it. It's giving us 3 slides basically. When you're going to start it off, the workflow, different key features.
Unfortunately, I think it doesn't teach you how to use it. It just gives you the concept. If you can continue onwards, it gives you a concept, but it doesn't really give you a step by step in this case.
Yeah, no, not in this one. But do you know the previous one that I had opened there, Amy? I'll just
Yes,
go back.
there was one that gave a very detailed one, but as you see here, it gives the concept. But as you can see, it's also very complicated. So it just gives you some kind of diagram of how it should work.
Yeah. So
Quite
this,
cool.
do you know that other slide I had opened earlier? This particular
Yeah,
one.
there was one. Yeah, but that's for the builder. Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
for the.
So it kind of gives you.
Yeah, there's small screens that give you step by step, but
Yeah. It gives you the scenarios as well if you go down further. Let me see.
yeah.
This one here, I think this is the one that shows you how
Yeah,
to.
this exactly gives you one by one. You can copy and paste the name, the instructions,
Yeah.
and the starter prompts, and yeah.
Yeah, so you can just actually copy and paste the stuff out of the slide. If you download the slide, you
Yeah.
can actually copy the stuff out and configure, and you're kind of set up then. I think they have research assistant. That one is already configured on the inside in this researcher one here.
No, it's a different one.
Is it?
Yeah, this researcher is much. It's what you saw there is a Copilot builder. This agent is the one that gives you the deep dive analysis. So here you can really get. This is probably created with Studios. It's something even more advanced, but
Okay.
it's different. This is provided by Microsoft, and the other one is just something you could probably build by yourself.
Build yourself this one here, yeah. Okay, and you can add in your own information like your SharePoint site or relevant information. Yeah, that's. So we were back here to on the Microsoft adoption. So that was the scenario guide that we looked at there. So this section here is using AI agents to create a document compliance agent. So they don't give the actual steps, do they?
No, this is what I said. It just gives
Pretty
you
basic,
some hints.
yeah.
So you might get the concept, but if you want to know exactly, then
Yeah.
go to a consultant.
So they give you kind of scenario libraries then as well. So this one will take you back here, and they have
Yeah,
a
this is
video.
based on industry, if it's for finance or
Yeah.
customer service or HR or legal.
Yeah, so for that customer service one here now, they give you the scenario details. Let me see, it brings us back to something like this again.
Yeah.
But if you download the scenario guide,
This
download.
actually looks like a day in an,
Yeah, a day in the life of
in the
customer
life
service.
of customer service. So it says sometimes you would use the Copilot chat, and sometimes you'll use the agent, and because here you see the AI agent will connect to CRM and connect to SharePoint, and
Kind of goes on to the next scenario, then Copilot chat. You could use it, to get faster and accurate diagnosis and resolutions to clear. So they're kind of telling you could use chat as you're going along to try to speed up, kind of tailor the safety checklist and equipment, so it'll definitely help speed up things anyway,
if not confused.
Yeah. So it definitely gives you the thing for the KPIs, like in the CSATs and whatever, and quality and the value benefits, right? The cost savings and the employee experience there. So it doesn't tell you how to set it up really. So it's available with Copilot Chat and Copilot Studio. So that's where we were with the scenarios. So in the industries then as well, they've got kind of scenarios for that. These are kind of like education, energy resources. So it's telling you just the scenario all about them, like it doesn't tell you how to design them. So if we just go back. So the website is very extensive, the amount of stuff that's in here. So yeah, they're giving kind of case studies, the day in the life, like that was kind of like the one we covered there earlier. So what you can do with all these agents. So the download and customer service scenario toolkit, right? That's scenarios as well. But we'll just go back to where we were with the scenarios. And the last section then there is just kind of giving you loads of different videos about all the latest kind of techniques and insights. But as you scroll down further, then it gives you all these stuff here, like create your own agents, quick start prompts. You can download stuff like this, and you can pick whichever one you want. Like we'll just look at the top one here. This is what we had earlier, Amy, on the other slide, where it kind of gives you the name of an agent, give it some information that you want it to do, like please be clear and concise and avoid long answers, where possible refer to primary to the knowledge shared with you. Yeah, so that's kind of just all the stuff you put in to configure the agent, startup prompt, and there's examples of them below of questions that can be asked, and there's what the agent will look like then afterwards. That is that section. So you can see there's lots of downloading stuff and steps to build an agent in Copilot chat. So there they give you the steps that you need to fill out and open up, navigate to create an agent in the right hand pane. But I think this is actually
the builder, Copilot builder.
Yeah, but that's actually this information here now seems to be out of date because it said in the right hand pane, but the right hand pane is gone now. It's gone to the left.
That's true.
When there it is here on the left, the right hand
Well,
pane.
it depends. If you're in Teams, then it's still on the right.
Okay.
But it's outdated. But in Teams, the chat is still on the right.
Okay.
The chat is on the left, but the pane is on the right.
Yeah. So it's all of them anyway are 8 steps. If you go to this one here, this is the scenario. Sorry,
I think one thing to clarify is there should be also a place where it recommends people that are doing organization how to plan their adoption of Copilot in organizations, meaning start with to explain to management how what it's all about, and then get the management support, and then do some assessments of security and see that the environment is set up properly. Check all kinds of, if OneDrive is enabled, see if there's oversharing, maybe restrict sites that you don't want to be included, and then maybe start trainings. And so there's a whole adoption process. Microsoft provides a best practice how to adopt Copilot in organizations. So that's also something that probably is in this adoption site. And this is before, this is for people that have a project to set up Copilot in organizations. Not for the end users, but more.
Yeah, is it on this site?
Maybe go to Champions. Champions could be a good one. Does it give you something? Build your program, manage your program, streamline, enable storytelling for champions. But there should be a place where
it gets certified as a Microsoft Service Adoption Specialist.
Yeah, that's a certification.
Yeah. So that's a new one as well. Yeah.
Too many certifications.
Yeah.
But we're nearly getting to the end of the hour.
Yeah. So that's a fair bit in this website anyway. If anybody needs to go, is it still coming across on the banner at the bottom?
Yes, I see it.
Yeah. So great website, and you're going to do some stuff on this one anyway going forward, Microsoft.
I will test it, and if I can simulate something that makes sense, I will try
Yeah,
to present it next week.
I see they have a free trial here as well. Is that something you need to sign up to?
Yeah, it you need to have not only the actually Planner project has changed the name to Planner, or there's already still project, but um, if you have a license to, you can convert also a Planner to a project, and it has a special agent which uh, helps you. You can ask what's the status of the project and give you key things, and also ask the agent to create tasks and all kinds of things. So I will try to see if I have the license and everything, and we will see how it goes.
Yeah. So this one be under it? Oh, it's for Microsoft Copilot.
Yeah, but I think you need also the premium license for project, not only the standard one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that expensive for the end user, or is it
It's
similar?
additional license,
Okay.
but FAQs, yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's some great stuff there on that.
Yes.
And
Yeah, good luck to everyone. The renewal of MVPs is in a week or two, so good luck to everyone. I mean, at least for me, for those that from for those that have been more than a year, it's supposed to be either on the 1st or on the 10th. So
yeah,
yeah,
just before we go there, we had Timothy Lynch. This site is all about how the users are going to interact with it. The architecture and design is a fun part, and also Timothy shared with us here. After a lot of getting organized, I have 18 Copilot agents that are dedicated to helping me. And here he has the website,
but
app.screencast.com/MP.
this looks like a external link. Probably
Yeah,
he has connected it to an external link. My perspective is 18 sounds a lot, you know. Uh, uh,
yeah, Timothy,
I
you
don't
should.
know how you can have so many. I mean, maybe for each thing, it maybe saves you time, but I think you should have probably two or three that are the best use case, and yeah, because if you have so much, you'll be lost. I would be lost with so many
Yeah,
co-pilots.
yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
And then
Timothy.
how do you find it? How do you know? Also, organizations. My fear is of what's called shadow IT.
Yeah,
So instead of organizations making things to help each department, if each one creates his own agent, and maybe two people are doing the same thing
yeah,
just on their account, and then instead of standard things, I mean, each one maybe has different needs or different things. but you know, the company needs also to think how to provide the solution, and not that the user needs to do it by himself. But this is my perspective. You need to make it,
Yeah.
find the 2 or 3 that are the most important. If you have 18, then that's okay. If you know how to find it, and you know how to use it, and you remember how to use it, and what prompt do you put to what thing, then maybe it's good. But you might be right. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, sure. You could reach out to us there and maybe join us one week there, Timothy, and show us how you use all
Yes.
your 18 agents. It'd be interesting. I
Can
did.
can
I
you
did.
open this link? Oh no.
No.
No. Okay.
So we're up on the hour. We're over time. Thanks, Amy, again for some nice demos. I'll definitely be using those 2 tools, and we'll be back
And you
here.
could also, have you ever tried what we showed you last week, the orchestration of
The agent.
agents, where you can have a child or a connected one? That's something that is also cool.
Very good. Yeah, cool.
Okay. Thank you very much.
See you again next week for the Azure and AI show. Thank you, guys.